While most of the investors are still focused in Dubai, the smart money has already started moving to the next high potential location in the UAE, and that is Ras Al Khaimah. Today, I will show you how you can be a part of this amazing location where you can multiply your money in next 3 to 5 years. Before we talk about Ras Al Khaimah, let's understand something bigger, and that is the UAE. How UAE has demonstrated itself in terms of strength. So let's talk about 2008 crisis. It recovered very fast and very strongly. Then let's talk about the COVID-19. It was the country which emerged out of COVID the fastest. And regarding the current global uncertainty, it shows its strength. So UAE doesn't only recovers, it accelerates. Now let's talk about the location that is quietly building up the momentum, and that is Ras Al Khaimah, a destination that rapidly transformed from a tourism hub to a complete investment ecosystem. Just like Dubai 15 to 20 years ago, what happened? Infrastructure came first, then came the tourism, then came the investor attention, and boom, there was a real estate boom. Ras Al Khaimah is witnessing a growing demand by one, the tourism expansion, second, infrastructure development, third comes the strong industrial and manufacturing base, and fourth, global investor confidence. Tourism alone, it is expected to grow over 5 million tourists annually by 2030. And here what it gets even more interesting. Most people see Ras Al Khaimah as a tourism play, but to tell you, Ras Al Khaimah is not only about tourism, it is the largest manufacturing hub in the UAE, and that's how it is one of the most powerful opportunity that we are looking at, because the market driven by tourism can fluctuate, but a market which is driven by industries, which is driven by manufacturing, and on top of that, tourism is expected and it is sure to grow in the coming years. Ras Al Khaimah is home to Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone, known as RAKEZ, which has 20,000 plus companies, businesses from 100 plus countries, and it has diverse industries from manufacturing, logistics to services. And what does this create? This creates jobs, this creates long-term residents, and also a strong housing demand. Companies like Rock Ceramics, which exports to over 150 countries. This tells you something very interesting and very important, and that is, it is not an emerging economy, but this is an established and globally connected production hub. Ras Al Khaimah offers strong port connectivity, access to global routes, and lower operational cost compared to Dubai, which attract businesses. And when businesses moves in, people move in, and the real estate demand follows. And this is what makes Ras Al Khaimah a grade A investment market. Ras Al Khaimah is built on tourism, manufacturing, trade and logistics, and free zone economy. The diversification reduces risk and creates sustainable and long-term growth. So what is going to happen once the Wynn opens? One, there is going to be a strong international tourism. Second, there will be increase in property demand. There will be growth in short-term rentals and strong capital appreciation. And that's what we call it, a market defining catalyst. Now let's talk about something even more important, and that is the numbers. So in Ras Al Khaimah today, the property prices are lower by 40 to 50% compared to Dubai. Secondly, the rental yields are going from 8% up to 11%. And You have flexible payment plans to enter. Now let's compare to other global destinations with the same catalyst, with the same gaming resort concept to give you an idea where we stand today and what is the future. Let's talk about Las Vegas. So if we talk about the property prices, they are priced somewhere in the range of 6,000 to 8,000 dirhams per square feet equivalent. And when we talk about the rental income, that is around 5 to 7% maybe. And now let's talk about Macau. There, the property prices go anywhere from 8,000 dirhams to 12,000 dirhams, and with even lower rental incomes around 2 to 3%. So, what we see today about Ras Al Khaimah is absolutely insane. Waterfront properties close to Wynn, and this is where you're entering at a much lower price point, which is around 2000 to 4000 dirhams per square feet. You are going to achieve rental returns starting from 8%, which is current market. In the future, it's going to go anywhere from 12 to 15%. And the prices of the property will be at least equivalent to the locations that I've already told you. So if you're entering today, you're entering into this market quite early and with the long-term capital appreciation. Now imagine what is going to happen next. When becomes operational, tourism doubles overnight, global brands enter into the market, infrastructure expands, and then the demand increases. Whatever is the supply coming to the market gets absorbed and the prices move up. And those who enter early into this market will benefit the most out of it. Of course, not every project will perform the same. So the focus should be on right developer, right location, and the right entry price. That's where the real investing happens, not speculation. At this point, the prices are more accessible. The growth has already started. The demand is already rising. And the markets like Ras Al Khaimah doesn't stay undervalued for long. This is not just the growth. This is an early stage positioning. The simple question is, will you enter before the growth or you gonna chase it afterwards? It's create opportunities, but timing create wealth. And right now, Ras Al Khaimah is entering a phase where smart investors cannot ignore. If you'd like to explore right opportunities in Ras Al Khaimah, connect with our team at IKA. The contact details are given on the screen. And remember, Dubai created wealth for investors, and Ras Al Khaimah is where the next cycle begins.